Children, now let us discuss the various important functions of this RBI. First one is leadership and supervisory function. See, in India, as we said, that is RBI is the central bank of India, and it is rendering the supervisory and leadership function. That is, it is the leader of all the commercial banks which are operating in India. In that, first one is India's representative in world financial institutions. That is, the RBI should represent India in the world financial institutions. That is, in order to maintain consistency and harmony with the international banking standards, the RBI is associated with the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision since 1997. Okay, and RBI represents Government of India in IBRD also, that is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and IMF, that is International Monetary Fund. It is the member in which India is a member since December 27th, 1945. Next one is regulator and supervisor of Indian banking system. As I said earlier, it is the head of all the commercial banks which operates in India. RBI issue licenses, control and supervise the commercial banks under the RBI Act of 1934 and the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. Okay, it conducts inspection of the commercial banks also periodically and advises them, and it audits them and audits their accounts and other things. Next one is monetary authority. So RBI formulates and implements, monitors the monetary policy of the country in order to maintain price stability. See, it will closely look into the inflationary or deflation conditions in the country, and it will advise the government concerning the agricultural finance resource mobilization for implementing the plans and legislations affecting banking, though and credit and international finance. Next one is closely monitoring the economic parameters. That is, this RBI will look into the employment level, price levels, and production level, trade cycles, foreign investment flows, balance of payments, financial markets, etc., will come under the close supervision of this RBI. So it will government that is the government will seek the advice of this RBI then and there before taking any financial decisions by the ministry, and it will closely monitor all the current developments of the country. Next one is promptly responding to the new challenges. See, whenever challenges arose before the Indian banking system, for example, demonetization was announced in November 8th, 2016. Okay, if it is to be announced, then definitely the government would sought the advice of this RBI before announcing any drastic change in the financial system, and it will just circulate some circulars to the commercial banks by changing the repo rates and the interest rates and other things to be charged by the commercial banks on the loans and whatever it is, and it will closely monitor the share market of India also, which will directly or indirectly affect the shatters the Indian financial system. Now, let us move on to the next type of function, that is traditional functions. The first one is banker and financial advisor to the government. So, the RBI act as a banker as well as the financial advisor to the government. See, the RBI accepts money into the central and state governments' accounts and make payments on their behalf. That is, see, all the state governments and the central government will have the current account with this RBI. So, the amount to be transferred between the states and the amount and huge crores of amount to be transferred by the central government to the state governments, all these are done only through this RBI. So the RBI will receive the funds from the concerned state or state government, and it will just transfer the amount to the state where it has to be given. For example, in 2015, our Tamil Nadu was worstly affected by this flood situation. Means the central government may extend some assistance to the Tamil Nadu government, and it will transfer crores of money to Tamil Nadu government. So the central government would automatically transfer the amount to the RBI, and RBI in turn will transfer the amount to the account of this Tamil Nadu government. Likewise, this transfer of funds and other things is done only through this RBI. Then next one is the next function is monopoly of note issue. So RBI enjoys the monopolistic control of note issue. So it issues best quality currency notes throughout the years, except the 1 rupee note and the coins, which are being issued by the central government or finance department. All the other currency notes are issued by the RBI from time immemorial. The currency notes are printed at Nasik, Devas, Salboni, Mysore, and Hosangabad. Currency notes are never printed outside India. So, which we can proudly say that the currency note is being printed only in India. Then, bankers bank. See, the relationship of RBI with the commercial bank is the general public and the commercial. It is like that of the general public and the commercial banks. That is, we are the customers of our local commercial bank, isn't it? The same way, all the commercial banks are the customers of RBI. Okay, they will have some accounts and other things, and which should be guided by the RBI frequently by circulars and by given calls and whatever it is. See, all the commercial banks comes under the control of this RBI, and the RBI provides some loan facilities also to the commercial banks, and all the banks can receive loans from RBI by rediscounting the bills against approved securities also.